Are we ready? Okay, here we go. President Trump pulled off a stunning and surprising victory, which is still the subject of questions and investigations by Congress and by the special counsel Robert Mueller. Just what role the Russians played in the U.S. elections and how they interfered and what Americans assisted them is still unknown. Donald Trump is not a traditional president. He certainly wasn't a traditional campaigner. In fact, Donald Trump plays only to his base. He is not interested in what other people think, and he does not even need to address those issues. In his first year, Trump struggled to work with Congress, and failed more often than he succeeded. With the passing of Justice Scalia, Trump was able to name a new Supreme Court justice with Neil Gorsuch. It's kind of a present to his base. It didn't change the balance of the court at all, however. President Trump has reshaped the federal courts, confirming more judges to the appeals court alone than any other president in their first year. These are lifetime appointments of individuals, some with questionable qualifications, who will serve for their entire lives and have great impact on our lives. President Trump has been in overdrive, undoing and dismantling federal regulations in almost every area that affect our lives and our children's lives. In fact, most Americans do not even know about these important changes and will not realize them until it's too late. Donald Trump is on a mission. He's on a mission to eliminate almost all of the progress Americans have made over the decades in education, race and gender equality, clean air and water, internet neutrality. The list goes on. The Trump administration is not interested in higher education. His choice of Betsy DeVos is just the first step in a further dumbing down of America. After a lot of effort, the Trump administration did have some accomplishments. We'll give them that. They finally enacted the travel ban. They declared Jerusalem the capital of Israel, withdrew from the Paris Climate Accord, and from the Trans-Pacific Partnership. And of course, they passed a massive tax overhaul, which the GOP rushed through Congress while they still had a majority in Congress without any thought to its unintended consequences. Now that the GOP passed their tax plan, will we see how long they stick loyal to the president? We'll stay with him. And will we see how long they stick around after the November midterms? We'll see. So far, those who voted for Donald Trump, he's not delivered on jobs, on the wall, immigration reform, and all those renegotiations of those bad trade deals. For those who did not vote for Trump, he has been far worse than they could ever have imagined. By the consequences of his actions, he has removed the U.S. from its top leadership spot on the world stage. He has offended and alienated our allies while cozying up to former Soviet KGB officer Vladimir Putin. He has exacerbated and pushed the issues in North Korea and the Middle East to a boiling point. The president and his administration have been on a non-stop campaign to denigrate the free press, the U.S. intelligence community, the FBI, former members of his own cabinet. And they are working very hard to tear down America's institutions, including Special Counsel Robert Mueller. And these are the institutions that do in fact make America great. All of this goes on while his Trump can do no wrong followers sing his praises to the level of deification. This is Jon-Christopher Bua for Real Political News. Happy New Year.